descent after, a full appraisal of what could befall you. And right now that's the regulatory posture because there's not a lot of, things that a company like Blue Origin
Justin,
or SpaceX have to do.
I'll interrupt just a second because we are now seeing the landing right now. We were in that descending phase, passing that 6 kilometers, and you can see there the landing, but not much more than that because we're seeing smoke around the area. We know last time we actually said it arrived safely. You can see the rocket right there, but then as we cut out from the feed and a few minutes later, we heard that an explosion had occurred. So we are staying with the feed right now. Justin, what are you watching in these pictures? What should we be paying attention to?
Well, I would look for any signs of flames or smoke because what happened in not the fourth flight, but the third one, there was a fire that broke out about 40 seconds after the landing. And you do see some flames, at least in one of the pictures that I'm seeing, whereas that could be, normal or that could lead to some other problem that we're about to witness. So it's really kind of a case of, well, I think they're putting water or something on there. Is there a fire and is this thing going to, stay where it got put? Or is there some excitement coming up? So I think that's the main issue right now.
Yeah, we are continuing to watch pictures there live out of that star base in Boca Chica, Texas. And as Justin mentioned, as Sherry mentioned just before, we are seeing just a little bit of what looks like a small fire or some flames. This is what had happened the last time when we saw that explosive mishap, if you will, which resulted in a great deal of debris being blown out. And of course, there were cameras on the ground that captured that. It looks like those flames are fairly well contained at this point, and we're, of course, continuing to watch that. Justin, in terms of the number of these flights and tests that we're expecting to see before it reaches some level of safety, what has Elon Musk said about just the repetition of needing to be able to do this time and time and time again? And what does it cost?
Well, we're going to see a lot of these, and they have not gone anywhere near space or an orbital flight yet. Musk has talked about July as sort of an aspirational goal to put this thing in orbit. Again, that seems very ambitious from where they are right now. But the next milestone is to be going higher and higher. They've not got anywhere near, say, 50,000 feet yet or 80,000 feet or any of those type of milestones. That'll be next, and then after that, you'll see an orbital flight. But before that, they do need to have sort of a stable landing without any sort of fire or situation to take care of on the ground. So I think that what you'll see is a lot more flights and progressively higher. But he has also said that there will be a lot of, craft losses on the path to having an operational vehicle. So I, look for that. As for the cost, it's really kind of a marginal cost in the sense of they're building a lot of these things, and the big expense is most likely going to be the propellant that gets used on a test flight, aside from your fixed labor costs and all that. So, really the cost is propellant for these type of things because the development program all